I want to move over to the Super Bowl champ. Speaking of Super Bowl here, I have said that I'm not in love with the cockiness in the training camps, etc. But I want to take a look at Mike Evans' quote here about his team going into this 2021 season. He said, "We're miles ahead. We're miles ahead of what we were last year. Not just me and Brady, but the whole team, the whole offense, the whole defense, all of it." Do you buy it? I'm starting to buy the hype here. If they actually, because if there's anybody who can keep a team on track, it's number 12.
That's stupid. I've never understood that. Oh, it's this number 12. Stop that crap. He's not the only guy in the NFL that's focused. That's stupid. But anyways, I'm saying good.
The only guy who wins Super Bowls, Mike.
No, we're not going to get into that. All I'm saying is quit hyping up one guy. He always says, not just me and Brady. Why bring up Tom Brady? You see the whole team's good.
Because that's his core.
It's so frustrating.
He said, not just me and Brady's connection, the whole team, the whole offense, everyone.
Don't mention Brady then.
Why do you have such a hard on for Brady?
Has
any other person in the history of the NFL won 7 Super Bowls and goes to work the next day like he's got a chip on his shoulder? No.
Nobody else does that?
Nobody else wins 7 Super Bowls.
No, that's not the point, though.
Who else goes to work every day with a chip on their shoulder? Who does?
Oh, Aaron Rodgers. You're thinking Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, they don't come to work with a chip on their shoulder? That's garbage.
They come to work with a different chip on their shoulders, and Russell Wilson think their team treats them like crap.
Is he a super god? Is he some person that we should worship? Because that's not true.
I'm starting to believe it. I'm starting to believe it. Mike, he's a 6th round pick who consistently gets doubted every year.
It doesn't matter. He's
every year.
Everyone has a chip on their shoulder. It's not just Brady.
I don't think everyone has a chip on their shoulder. I don't think Ben Roethlisberger's done enough in his career that he doesn't have to have a chip on his shoulder. Russell Wilson's chip.
Why is he still playing then?
Because it's money and the love of the game.
Money.
That's not a chip. That's not a chip on your shoulder. You don't understand the definition of a chip.
Well,
look at the situation this year. This year, I think it was not Chris Broussard. Was it Chris Broussard or one of the guys on First Things First? He has Brady ranked outside his top 10. Consistently getting disrespected by everyone who talks about him, including you.
It's disrespectful to see that he could have been better than he was last year, and he wasn't. He won a Super Bowl. That does not mean
he be better than a Super Bowl champion.
Because that's all Brady fans see. If they could see the context of the team was freaking good, and that he could have been better than he was.
Why was the team good? Because when the same team played with Jameis Winston, they were 6-10.
Who did what? Who threw how many interceptions?
Okay.
Who threw how many interceptions? No, how many interceptions? 30 interceptions.
Yeah.
No other quarterback's going to do that.
Eli Manning did it a lot.
He never threw 30 ever. Never threw 30.
Nobody threw 28 a couple times.
Okay, well, I think Eli Manning is overhyped anyways. I'm saying that other guys can do the same thing Brady did last year with that team.
Doesn't matter. They didn't leave their teams and go to
the Buccaneers. Duh.
This comes back to your Bama can beat an NFL comment. They can't.
Why can't they?
People can't do what Tom Brady did. Look at last year.
Why?
Here's the situation. Now, if Bill Belichick can Jones and the Patriots to the Super Bowl, this argument gets back into the thick of it. But right now, Tom Brady is leading that argument.
Did he go to the Jets? Did he go to the Dolphins? Who did he go to? Did he go to some average? Just because the Buccaneers previous years weren't good does not mean that they not have a really good team. That's stupid.
There you go,
the
Mike.
Buccaneers have a great offense.
Can you name a bad NFL team that won a Super Bowl?
That's my point. So why does he get credit for them being a good team?
Because they had almost the exact same team 2 years prior and couldn't even sniff a playoff. Yeah, the quarterback. Yeah. You know what they did? They replaced him with a better quarterback, the best quarterback of all time.
Do you think Patrick Mahomes is better than Jameis Winston?
Yes, of course. Patrick Mahomes led his team to a Super Bowl.
And he had no offensive line.
In the Super Bowl, he had a just as fine offensive line in the AFC Championship. His offensive line was healthy in the AFC Championship.
I know, but why does Brady get credit for what the defense did to him?
For the defense,
because he had a chip on his shoulder. That's such a psychoanalysis.
Because you know what? Tom Brady walked into training camp this year, and these guys probably were feeling themselves. They were a little hyped up. We saw it. I saw the video. I saw Mike Evans dancing after he caught a 10-yard slant route. I saw this stuff, and I'm like, I don't love this. But you know what? We'll find out on Thursday because I don't think they can cover 8.
I think they can. But in all seriousness, though, I do think they're poised to make a repeat run. I do believe that, and part of it is Brady being good, but part of it is also of how good that team is, and they brought back all 22 starters.
I would say if you put any other quarterback not named Patrick Mahomes on that team, they would not win a Super Bowl.
Not even Rodgers.
Nope. I think Rodgers is a fraud, by the way. Aaron Rodgers is the biggest fraud. He's a fraud.
How?
Absolute fraud. He has had enough weapons in his career, including Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb. He's got every guy he's ever wanted. They brought Randall Cobb back so that he would stop freaking crying. They've brought everything. They've done everything they can, short of the Jordan Love draft.
Just throw it out the window. Okay, cool.
Again, that's a big problem. But I'm saying Jordy Nelson was there. Devontae Adams has been there.
How's their defense been?
Their defense has been fine. In the beginning parts, their defense was actually second to last the year they won the Super Bowl.
But not in the playoffs.
Yeah, they were. It was all about Aaron Rodgers and I don't think it was Amon Green. James Starks. It was all about Aaron Rodgers and James Starks in the playoffs. They won 3 road games to get there.
Well, Rodgers had a chance
Rodgers is
last year.
A fraud. Rodgers is a fraud.
Well, he can throw 3 interceptions and a half.
All right, let's talk about